Alright, good night guys, how are you doing? My name is Hannibal, this is Magnificence, and today I have a bit of a different type of video for you. I'm going to be reviewing all the Manceras that are, lesser hyped that I could get my hands on. I bought 8 of them in total. 1 or 2 of them are wild cards. They are kind of hyped in the fragrance community, but the rest of them are usually forgotten about, usually. Some of you might be in love with some of these ones that I term or class as unused or unhyped. And I don't mean to offend you, but really and truly, when you talk around in the community, you don't find these being mega hype. So I got all of these travel sprays or atomizers from FragranceNet. So they all come in the standard FragranceNet atomizer that looks kind of like this, with the name of the fragrance down here. They're a lipstick style atomizer and pull up like so. And then if you pull this out, then you have the fragrance inside of the vial like this. The first one we're going to go into today, as you can see from the screen behind me, is Oud Orchid. Now, Oud Orchid is surprisingly good and has a very good rating on Fragrantica. However, it's not talked about very frequently on the community. At least the free reviewers that I've seen so far, they haven't really made a big fuss about it. It was launched in 2016, and as with all Manceras, the nose behind it is pure Montal. It's classified as a woody, sweet, vanillic, powdery fragrance, and really and truly, I could smell it from here. I don't really have to spray it, but as with most fragrances, if you leave them sprayed out for a very long time, they're going to start to get kind of sour. So I'm going to spray them on my tester strips and see how they smell for you. Some of these I don't know the notes in them and I'll be guessing off the bat, but for this one especially, I do know the notes in it. I have read about it before this fragrance review, so I'm not even going to front and act like I know what I'm doing. Okay, so yeah. Wow. Okay, so the first blast, the initial blast, is kind of sourish, and it comes from the orchid. It's kind of like a natural floral, creamy, sourish, lotion sourish kind of smell. The coconut is super apparent in this one. Peach is super up in front about this one. There's some woody. Like it? My wife likes it. She actually just told me that it woke her up out of her sleep. Now, this speaks a lot about the performance in this one, because you saw how many sprays I sprayed on this tester strip. It talks about how strong it projects. Amazing. She's about 6 feet away from me, and I just sprayed it twice, and she woke up out of her sleep. Not my voice, the fragrance woke her up. I don't blame her. I like it too. It does seem a little bit feminine, and no need to go into performance. You could already tell that this one is going to be a beast. If you like peachy, coconut, floral, sweet, vanillic, woody fragrances, this one is great for you. It's unique. It doesn't smell like anything that I've smelled before. And yeah, really good one from Mancera. Let's go into the notes a little deeper. Yep, coconut, peach, mandarin orange, orchid, patchouli, woody notes, vanilla, white musk, and amber. I don't know why it's not hyped. On to the next one. So the next one we have is Blue Oud. Now, I haven't heard this one hyped by any fragrance reviewer. I haven't seen it in any of the posts that I follow and any of the Facebook groups that I'm a part of. It's just not talked about. I don't know the notes in this one. I haven't searched them. I did open all of the tabs here up there with the fragrances I'm going to review today, but I didn't go down into the note breakdown. All I could see is basically the main accords up here. It doesn't really say much. The one before was just a sweet woody vanillic, and it doesn't smell sweet woody or vanillic. So let's go ahead with this one. I hope this one pleases my wife as much, because if not, I'm gonna get an earful. Alright, leathery it is, woody it is, animalic it definitely is. The oud is forefront on this one. The leather, the oud, there's a spiciness to it. It smells a little bit like you bought a 100% leather shoe. It has a naphthalene kind of vibe, and that's from the oud, I guess. There is some really harsh herbal undertones that I don't know what herb or spice or whatever this thing is in here, but I like it. Now, I have a strange nose. I don't like the fragrances most people hype and like. I don't like Sauvage. I don't like Zara Wanted by Night. I don't like Pure Excess. I don't love Aventus. I like it. It's really nice, but I don't love it. This one is Very artistic. I wouldn't buy a whole bottle because I don't know when I'd pull this off. I live in a very tropical environment, and even in my workplace that has air conditioning, it's not going to fly really well. But it's nice, it's unique. So let's go into the note breakdown and see if I was right. Okay, so on the top we have tarragon, saffron, black pepper, and clove. Those are very harsh, very scratchy spices right in the top. In the middle note you have rose petals. I don't get much rose. Oriental woody notes, or oriental woodsy oud. Yep, the oud is forefront. Rose, leather, tarragon, saffron, black pepper. I hit the nail on the head this time. Awesome. One of the things I want to develop in this fragrance journey of mine is to have a nose that can pick out notes out of a fragrance without really having to look them up. And I'm starting to kind of get there. I do get more accords and nuances than I do actual notes. I can tell you if something smells spicy, woody. If there's oud or oud, whatever you want to call it, I can pick it out. Florals, I can pick them out. I can't tell you the exact flower, but I can tell you if it's vanillic. I can tell you if it's chocolatey. So I'm on the right track, man. I'm happy with that. As with most Manceras, you could obviously tell, and I could obviously tell, that this is going to be a beast in performance. However, the Fragrantica rating is quite poor. Next one. The next one we have is Windwood, and this is one of those that is really hyped in the fragrance community, unlike the other ones I've mentioned. But Fragrantica had a travel size sprayer, so I purchased one because I really wanted to smell it without having to buy a full bottle. I haven't looked up the notes for this one either, so it's going to be a blind smell. And let's do it. I saw reviews of this one when I first started to get into the fragrance game, but I don't really remember exactly how it was described. But from the name, I'm expecting it to be woody. The main accords in this one are woody, powdery, earthy green. So let's see. Wow. I get the woodiness, I get the greenness. It's not powdery from me. It's not really woody. My wife loves it. She says it's one of the best perfumes I've ever purchased. And again, she's 6 feet away sleeping. Yeah, right. Anyway, this is a really nice one. It's really fresh. It's one of those Manceras that you can easily wear in the summertime, in the heat. It's great for tropical weather. It's woody, it's fresh, it's green. I get a little bit of bitterness. Maybe there's some violet in this. As little oud as possible. But let's see what the notes are. Before we go into the notes, I smell a freshness, like an aquatic freshness from this. So I'm expecting there to be aquatic notes in this. Wood, maybe cedar or oak. I'm expecting there to be violet leaves in this. And probably citruses. Yep. Yes, sir, Bob. Violet. Cedar. Right on the head. If you want to pick out cedar in a fragrance, it smells kind of like pencil shavings, and you get the pencil shaving vibe in the wood note that this carries. So that's how I guess the cedar. It is very fresh, barbershop-ish green, so it does have green notes there. Oak moss, vetiver, leather, mandarin orange. Then you have the pink pepper, patchouli, and amber. Yeah, the main notes you get in this one are the violet leaf, the cedar, the green notes, the oak moss, which is what's giving it that aquatic, fresh barbershop kind of vibe. So another one. I did pretty well on this one. Maybe not 100%, but I'm getting there. Performance and projection are quite obvious by the reaction I got when I first sprayed it. Next one is Wild Leather. You can see the bottle behind me. It's a beautiful bottle. I would buy one of these just for the bottle because it's really gorgeous and nice to have in my collection. The main accords is woody, leathery, musky, earthy, animalic, powdery. Those are the main nuances or accords. So let's see. I'm expecting it to be leathery and animalic. It is called Wild Leather. Let's see how wild it is. I haven't looked at the notes of this one, so this is going to be a blind smell as well. I haven't seen any reviews about it, so let's see what we got. Yeah, this one is not a crowd pleaser. It does not please my wife at all. This is oudi. This is leatherish. It's kind of fruity. There is this spicy kind of weird, kind of smells licoricey. It smells like a candy that I know, or fruit or something. But there is leather in this, there is oud in this, there is some kind of red screechy, soury fruit. There are spices in this. I can't put my finger on them, but let's see what they are. Yeah, so the main notes in this are leather, oak moss, guaiac wood, musk, amber, patchouli, Damascus rose, violet, and bergamot. I did very badly on this one, but hey, you can't have them all. I don't like it. It's not that great. I wouldn't buy a full bottle, and I wouldn't wear it very often. Is it good? Excellent quality. Very high quality, very good projection, very good performance, very good sillage. And somebody who really loves leather, that fresh kind of leather, is going to adore this one. But me, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not a big leather fan, but maybe Sebastian from Smell Good Fragrance Reviews would love this one. He loves leather. Next one is Rosewood and Musk. So let's see how this one smells. I haven't smelled the notes on this one, but the accords here say it's rosy, warm, spicy, oud, musky, powdery. So I'm figuring it's going to be a little bit more feminine from how they describe it. I haven't seen any reviews about this one, so let's just see. Let's let the alcohol wear off a bit. Still smelling alky. Wife doesn't like her hate this one. She has not reacted. She's watching her movie in peace. I like this one. This is one of the more palatable, more gorgeous rose oud combos that I've smelled. Feminine, this is really good. I like it. It is musky, but it's not animalic at all. Rose oud, a bit of freshness, wood, maybe some iris in this one, maybe some violet leaves. Yep. Rose, oud, and musk are the forefront of this fragrance, as the name suggests, and Mancera are known for having names that have nothing to do with how the fragrance smells. But this one, nail on the head. I really like this one. It's very palatable, very nice. I like it. Performance is great. Do you like it? She says. 7 out of 10. I give it a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Next one is another one that's been pretty hyped in the fragrance community, but I saw it on Fragrantic and I wanted to get it so I could smell it, and it's Kumquat Wood. I watched a lot of reviews on this one. I just can't remember for the life of me what they talked about it, but it was pretty well received. It was always placed in the top 10 or 20 Manceras that people had, except for Eric. Eric has a different kind of taste. But this one is pretty hyped. Let's see how it smells. Kumquat wood. Kumquat wood. Kumquat. What is a kumquat? I'm gonna Google search it after this video. The accords are woody, citrusy, aromatic. Let's see. Oh, woody, citrus, aromatic it is. Oh wow. Kumquat wood. You're giving me some kumquat wood. No, this one is delicious. This one is beautiful. Jeez, I don't curse every day, but this one is beautiful. The grapefruit. Cedrat Boise kind of vibes, but very different. Wow, baby. Smell this one. It smells like a orange or citrus candy with freshness. Really nice. Babe, smell this one. Very nice. She gave it 8. The anti-fragger gave it 8. I give it 8.5. It smells really good. There's something herbaceous about it that I can't put my finger on. I don't know if it's oregano, basil, or sage. Let's check it out. Dun dun dun. It's grapefruit vetiver. What a wonderfully made grapefruit note. For those of you who don't know, grapefruit or the grapefruit note is a very hard note or accord to emulate because it is very, very allergenic, and Ifra has banned it since God knows when. So they don't use ever in any fragrance these days a grapefruit extract or essential oil that comes straight from the grapefruit. So for them to get it this close, damn. And it's not just pure grapefruit. There's grapefruit in this. You can smell the spices. And it does say that there's spices in there. There's bergamot, there's floral notes, cedar, vetiver, sandalwood. Those are there. But the front right and center, the spices, the grapefruit, and that cedar. The wood shavings or the pencil shavings smell is starting to come out now as it dries down a bit more. Beautiful creation. Look into it. It's very mass appealing. If the anti-fragger loves it, you're gonna love it. Don't know about performance for this one. It doesn't smell as strong, or it doesn't smell like it's gonna project the perform as well as the other ones, but it smells great. So let's see. After I try it a few times, I'll probably do a review on that one by itself. Is it worth a full bottle in my collection? maybe. So far, Windwood and Kumquat Wood, those take the cake. And Oud Orchid, or Orchid Oud, Oud Orchid. That one is really nice. Alright, number 7 is Mancera Outline. Another one that's pretty hyped in the community, but I've never seen a review on it. I haven't gone to look it out or search for it, but I've seen it in fragrance groups on Facebook or other places talked about pretty decently. Let's spray it, baby. Leaky atomizer. Spray it and it starts to leak all over the place. Hold on, properly. Why am I making this face? I'll tell you exactly why. I hadn't even loaded the accords or anything. This is a bubblegummy oud. Can you believe that? A bubblegummy oud. Imagine Invictus with oud in it. Wow, this is oudy, woody, rich, fruity, sweet. It smells great. I really like oud line. Maybe my favorite so far. It's gonna be my scent of the day tomorrow for sure. I like it. I do like it. She doesn't like it, but I really like this one. This is like what Oud Imperium would have smelled like if Steven had taken out the caca and put in the bubblegum. Do I make sense? It's a rose oud with a bubblegummy note that's coming from some fruity note that's in the base. It also has a bit of freshness in there. Florals, not much spices. I don't get much spiciness from this. Let's see what they are. Nail on the head, baby. Nail on the head. Oud, raspberry, rose, teakwood, patchouli, vanilla, then sandalwood and amber. Really nice. Really, 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 really nice. Soapy nice. It's kind of a fruity rose oud soap, kind of. I really like it. Worth a sample. It's worth you sampling it for sure. And even if you don't like oud, you can sample this one and give it a try. Alright, so last but not least is Rose's Vanille. Now, there's a funny story behind this one. I haven't searched the notes behind it. I haven't looked at any reviews. It's another complete blind buy. I haven't heard it being hyped in the community or talked about in any of the fragrance groups. So let's see how it is. I must say though, I did smell it kind of when I got it. How? Let me tell you the story. So I live outside of the States, so I have my fragrance shipped to me by a freight forwarder. Now, this one, when I went to pick it up by the lady who brings in my stuff, I took out all of these fragrances just to check if everything reached safely because I couldn't wait to get home, obviously. And she asks me, for the first time ever now, why do you have so many fragrances? Why do you bring in so many fragrances? What do you do with them? Do you gift them? Do you sell them? I told her no. As you can see, these are all samples and small portions of fragrance that I just buy so I can smell them, enjoy them, and even review them because I have a vlog or blog, whatever you want to call it. Now she says, that's very interesting. Isn't it expensive to have a fragrance hobby? I tell her, yes, it's very expensive to have a fragrance hobby, especially with things like Mancera and those niche brands. I explained the cost if you buy them retail and whatnot. And she looked at this and she asked me, I wonder how much that little vial costs. I told her it's around $3 to $4 for this little vial. So I took it out and I sprayed it on her hand. Notice now I had my mask on so I couldn't smell it properly. But I sprayed it on her hand, she took off her mask and she sniffed her hand. She smiled, she said thank you, it smells pleasant, and she went inside. As I left the establishment to go to my car in the parking lot, I hear the door slam. And I look behind me and there she is running, waving her hand saying, stop, stop, duck. And I said, well, what's the matter? Did I forget something? She says, no. What is the name of that fragrance? Because when I went in the back, my co-worker smelled this and she fell in love. And there, right behind her, was the co-worker coming out, kind of shy. She's a sweet little girl. And she comes up to the car and says, Doc, what is the name of that fragrance? I'm very shy to ask you, but I just had to. I smelled it on Nicole and I can't get it out of my mind. It's really nice. So I told her what it is. I asked her if she wants a spray of this and she says no, because she rubbed her hand on Nicole's hand and this fragrance is so strong that she can smell it without having to have a spray on her hand. So I didn't smell it as much because, you know, obviously I had my mask on. But when I came out of my car, took my mask off. Sorry, when I got into my car and took my mask off, the bag that I had in my hand with all of these fragrances smelled like what I think this might smell. It was that strong. So let's see. I'm expecting good things. As the name suggests, and as the accord suggests, I'm expecting a vanilla rose fragrance. Ooh, this is dark. I just squirted it and came out in squirts, and this is strong. This is really strong. You don't have to get this close to your face to smell it. You could just, that's overbearing enough. I'm surprised the anti-fragger doesn't smell it, but really and truly, in her defense, it didn't spray out, it just squirted out onto the paper, so it didn't really disperse. This is nice. This is a kind of a boozy rose vanilla. The rose in this one smells very natural. It kind of smells like tuberose, but it's a nice, rosy, vanillic, boozy, feminine fragrance. And it is a fragrance that is marketed to women. Let's see what the notes are. So the notes are rose, vanilla, sugar, musk, cedar, lemon, and aquatic notes. I don't get the aquatics. I don't get the lemon. I do get the rose, the vanilla, the sugariness, maybe a little bit of woodiness, but that sugariness is what makes it lean more towards tuberose-ish kind of floral. I like it. I can stomach it. I hate tuberose, but I can take this one. This is not bad. I wouldn't buy a full bottle, nor would I suggest my wife to wear it, because I wouldn't want to smell her like this all the time. But that being said, the quality is amazing. The projection is monstrous. The sillage is monstrous. The performance is monstrous. Need I say more? So yeah, these are the Manceras that I got today. I also got a free sample pack from this sample pack from Precious Fluids, which I am going to review at another date. So, I'm Hannibal, this is Magnificence. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button so you get a notification every time I post a video. Follow me on Instagram. If you're seeing this on Instagram, then like, comment, and share. Give me suggestions. What do you guys want to see? Do you like these kinds of videos? Is there something that you guys want to see that's kind of different? I'll do what you guys want, because I want subscribers, views, baby. Thanks again for watching. Peace out. Have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. I'm out.